Hey guys, it's me Dawson from Decoder. So in this session I'll be talking about the dark web. Introduction. To most users, the internet appears as an endless virtual world of global e-commerce and information. Goods can be purchased and delivered to your doorstep in 2 days or less. Information can be accessed at the swipe of the finger and the dreams come true. But the internet has a dangerous, colossal secret, the dark web. While the internet appears to be a flat ecosystem on its surface, there are actually numerous different layers at play. In reality, there are three layers in the internet to be differentiated between. That is, there is a surface web, there is the deep web, and there is dark web. When on the topic of the dark web, the deep web may be thrown or used interchangeably, but the two different internet layers vary quite a bit, especially with regards to content. What is it exactly and how does it work? So there are three part of the web, as you can see. Let me just take my cursor. So this is the open web, that is called as the surface web. So you can see there are websites like Google, CNN, Bing, and all those stuff. In the deep web, there are all kinds of confidential data, that is academic databases, medical records, financial records, legal documents, some scientific reports, some government reports, some subscription only information, some organization specific repositories and such. In the dark web, there are like kinds of the shady stuff in the sense the stuff which cannot be tracked at all, such as Tor is there, that is the Tor onion, the onion router. There is a political protest also, which can, there's drug trafficking and other illegal activities are there. So 96% of the web is estimated to be in the deep and dark web. So whichever you are seeing, it constitutes only till 4% of the web. So next session we'll see. So this is called as the Tor, that is the onion router. So the Tor router is as such. So the technology works in such a manner that there is a directory authority, there is a consensus, and there is a client. And this is the network of the Tor network. That is the what happens is the network, it gets switched from one computer to another. The your IP address, that is the information, gets passed from one computer to another, and it keeps on jumping again and again and again, unless and it jumps in a random network, and it goes to a destination host, and the destination host will again send it to the network of the voluntary Tor network, and again it will jump back and forth, and it will come to the client. So this is the way by which the dark web functions actually. Not the dark web, sorry, the onion router, the Tor network. So what are the disadvantages of it? Users cannot be tracked. So the users can never be tracked once it. So it's completely anonymous. So it can be used for illegal stuff such as drug trafficking, hacking, and other cyber crimes, like in cyber criminals. It can take a lot of time to reach web pages, since the information is jumping from one IP address to another IP address. So it takes a lot of time to reach the web pages. There is malicious software also, that is the ransomware attacks and all those stuff. Yeah, the shady stuff happens on the dark web. So the government monitoring is also not there. So kind of the thing is, in dark web you can completely be anonymous and you can be isolated. So government monitoring is also not there. So what are the advantages of dark web? We will not look at only the disadvantage. We shall know on what are the advantages. Anonymity, that is completely anonymous. There is like when you go to the dark web, there is nothing like can be tracked. It completely is anonymous, to be honest. Then it is used by activists and journalists. Like there are unbiased journalism. If you have watched Scam 1992, you might have seen Sujata Dalal, who had done unbiased journalism. So the same thing is used by, in the dark web. We can see many activists and many journalists, like the human rights activists and journalists, who are doing their work in secret, so that they can expose the government or can tell the government on what mistakes they have been doing. Because government is kind of they are having power and greed, and they can go to any extent, the political parties and all this stuff. So whatever the stuff is there, it is used by activists and journalists, that is unbiased journalism. Also it keeps happening in the dark web. So it is used for privacy also. Since many of the people might have privacy concerns, like the big corporates such as Google or Microsoft might try to collect the user data and use it. So it is also used for privacy concerns. Like if you want total privacy and if you are having privacy concerns, the dark web is used for that. It is used even for private communication in the sense, if there are two users who want to communicate privately without anyone like monitoring them, they again use the dark web actually. and it is used for unblocking geographical restrictions. So there is geographical restrictions might be there, so to unblock that, we use dark web, to be honest. That is, for example, in some certain countries certain content might be blocked, so to unblock it we use the dark web. So in conclusion, you might ask, is dark web good or bad? The answer is, it depends. Why? Because dark web can be used for both good and bad. There is nothing like such as perfectly dark web is good or perfectly bad. Yes, indeed, dark web is kind of dangerous, to be honest. There are many illegal stuff such as money laundering, drug trafficking, and human trafficking also happens. But on the other side, on the brighter side of the things, there are many people who are working on the dark web secretly to point out to point out and to make people aware of the facts, the real government which is trying to hide behind the scenes. So to do such, the dark web is being used. So in my eyes, it should always, there is nothing like it is right or wrong. Always remember, the coin always has two sides, head and tail. So in my opinion, dark web can be also good and bad. So there is so it's kind of a debatable topic, but in my eyes, dark web should always stay on, since there are many activists and journalists who are trying to expose the governments on the misleads which they are doing. So thank you guys. And one more disclaimer, whatever I've done is only for educational purposes. I do not support or hate any political parties or any government. I am just doing it as a for educational purposes. Thank you very